Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Do you know who this man is? Let's quickly put up that picture. If you don't, allow me 30 seconds. Nero was the 5th emperor of Rome and perhaps the most infamous of the lot. He became emperor at the age of 16. Legend has it that when the great fire of Rome broke out, he was busy playing the lyre, a stringed instrument. He was simply not interested, nor competent enough to rule. Therefore, the saying, when Rome burnt, Nero fiddled. Ladies and gentlemen, Rome had burnt for 7 days. Manipur has burnt for 82. It has burnt for the last 82 days under the watch of its Chief Minister, N. Biren Singh, a Chief Minister who has spectacularly failed his mandate and his people. He has become the Nero of our times. He should resign. He should resign so that a more competent and compassionate Chief Minister can step in and control the situation in Manipur. He has already been given a long rope, a very long rope. Violence that should have been controlled in 8 days has now gone on for 82 days. He has failed. So why the reluctance to sack him? The people of Manipur voted for the BJP. Let the BJP appoint another chief minister. What is the problem in that? Under Biren Singh's watch, at least 160 people have been killed. And yet Mr. Biren Singh won't resign. Women have been gang raped, they have been killed, they have been stripped, they have been paraded naked. Among them, the wife of a Kargil veteran and the widow of a freedom fighter. For 2 months, he kept mum. Not a single arrest till the video went viral. Yet, Mr. Biren Singh won't resign. Homes have been burnt, lives and livelihoods have been destroyed. Yet, Mr. Biren Singh will not resign. Under his watch, so deep are communal tensions that Meiteis cannot enter Kuki territory and Kukis cannot enter Meitei land. Yet Mr. Biren Singh won't resign. Under his watch, gangs roam around with automatic weapons and swords, and the police, accused of being sectarian, does nothing. Yet Mr. Biren Singh won't resign. Under Biren Singh's watch, even the 1 lakh plus central forces, including the army, that have been deployed in the state have been ineffective. Yet Mr. Biren Singh won't resign. Ladies and gentlemen, 60,000 people have become refugees in their own land. Yet Mr. Biren Singh won't resign. The story of Manipur is still unfolding. Every day, a new horror is being reported. And yet, Mr. Biren Singh will not resign. In the last 82 days, Biren Singh has failed his mandate. He has failed his people. He has failed his state. He has failed as a politician. He has failed as an administrator. Yet, Mr. Biren Singh will not resign. Ladies and gentlemen, Biren Singh needs to go if Manipur is to get a shot at peace. It's as simple as that. But Biren Singh is not resigning. Neither is he being asked to do so by the BJP. Instead, so confident is Mr. Singh of his Teflon coating that he is brushing off questions with a smirk and lying through his teeth. My colleague Tejshri confronted N. Biren Singh with 18 questions. The next 4 minutes, 40 seconds will show you just why Biren Singh is a failed general in retreat. He is happy to make PR statements on a new railway line, but is running away from questions that he needs to answer. Take a look at this.
ये बहुत खुशी की बात है जी। प्लीज एक मिनट, बहुत खुशी की बात है। ये बहुत मतलब ये मणिपुर का ड्रीम था। ये ड्रीम असली होगा नहीं होगा सोच के आया, लेकिन अभी प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी की नेतृत्व में अभी यहाँ तक ये भी ऐसा ही सिचुएशन, मणिपुर प्रजा अभी पूरा डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन में है। उसी टाइम पे ये ट्रेन यहाँ तक, ये खोंगसांग तक पहुँचाना, इट इज रिमार्केबल।
तो आपने कहा मणिपुर जो है,
इसीलिए ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर को अपने मणिपुरी सभियों की तरफ से और अपने तरफ से, सरकार की तरफ से बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं, धन्यवाद करता हूं, along with the यूनियन रेलवे मिनिस्टर और स्टाफ सबको।
मणिपुर इज बर्निंग सर, अपोजिशन इज आस्किंग दैट व्हाई नो एक्शन हैज बीन टेकन येट।
देखो अभी ये सिचुएशन के लिए आ रहा है रेलवे रिसीव करने के लिए, ये हम वो
सर आफ्टर 75 days why the accused was not arrested is the question being raised।
पकड़ लिया, सबको
पकड़ लिया है। सर अपोजिशन सवाल उठा रहा है इस्तीफे पर, इस पे क्या कहना चाहेंगे सर? डू यू थिंक दैट ऑथोरिटीज आर इनकॉम्पिटेंट? हाउ वुड यू रिस्पॉन्ड टू इट सर? Do you think that strict action should be taken, sir? So do you think that strict action should be taken again? Do you think what are the loopholes if the actions are not being taken? आपको क्या लग रहा है सर, क्यों इतना विलम्ब हो रहा है? मैडम अपोजिशन, हाँ सर। बीरेन जी विपक्ष बार बार आपके इस्तीफे की मांग कर रहे हैं, इस पे आप क्या जवाब देना चाहेंगे? सर 75 दिन क्यों लगे आरोपी, 5 आरोपी को अरेस्ट करने में 75 दिन क्यों लगे? सर हम हमारा काम कर रहे हैं, प्लीज वेट। सर पूरा देश जो है वो जवाब जानना चाहता है, इस पर आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? बीरेन जी आगे आइए। So this is Chief Minister of Manipur, Mr. Biren Singh. We will try to ask a few questions to him again. So how would you respond to the opposition raising again and again questions? Let him speak. He's speaking. Please let him respond. The nation wants to listen to him too. The nation wants to listen to him. Please let him respond. Sir, he's speaking. Manipur is burning, sir. Why the situation is not changing? How would you respond to it, sir? What is the reason, sir? Center has deployed its forces. State has also deployed its forces, but still, why no action has been taken, Biren sir? Madam, please. Chief Minister, sir, how would you respond to it? People of Manipur, not only people of Manipur, but people of India wants to listen. People of India wants to listen to you. So this was the Chief Minister of Manipur. We had tried to ask several questions to him, starting from why is he not responding to what is happening, despite the fact that Manipur is still burning. Let us ask that why the authorities are saying that everything is normal. Sir, do you think normalcy has returned in the state of Manipur? Do you think that Manipur is returning into normalcy? If yes, then why there are what he's saying something? Let him say something. He's saying something. So do you think that it is returning to the normalcy? If yes, then why there were incidents of burning? Please don't touch our equipment, sir. We are doing our duty. It is our job. The entire nation is mourning. Avroop is showing you the visuals. देखिए पूरा देश आज गमगीन है। मणिपुर में जितनी भी घटनाएं, हादसे हो रहे हैं, उसको लेकर सिर्फ मणिपुर ही नहीं बल्कि पूरा देश आज सवाल उठा रहा है। और इसलिए आज हम भी अपना दायित्व लेकर, अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेकर यहाँ पहुंचे हैं to ask the question to the Chief Minister that when is he going to tender his resignation, that why the state of Manipur is burning, why the authorities are incompetent, why the state and center despite being deploying their forces are not able to work at all। तो यही बड़े सवाल हमने मुख्यमंत्री से यहाँ पर पूछने की कोशिश की, लेकिन जवाब फिलहाल हमें कुछ भी नहीं मिला है। लेकिन देखिए दायित्व यही हमारा है कि हम सवाल पूछते रहें, सवाल पूछने से हम रुकेंगे नहीं।
Your state has burnt for 82 days. You are asked questions that need to be asked of you. And what is your response? You run away, you smile, and you smirk. Patricia Mukim, you're the editor of the Shillong Times. Please tell me what you make of this sequence that we've just put out on air. The Chief Minister there speaking about a rail line, talking about Manipur's dream. Under him, the situation in Manipur is not a dream. It has turned into a nightmare. Does this man have any moral authority to continue as Chief Minister of the state?
He does not. He is a person who is enjoying impunity, impunity from everything. In fact, all those people who have died, who have been raped, all those, the fault lies at his feet. And to me, you're making a, I don't know what to say, it's a drama. You're talking about railway lines coming and as if nothing is happening. And this is basically the fault of the center, because this man will not step down on his own. He had made a drama even of his resignation by asking those women to come in front of his home and prevent him from going to deliver his resignation letter. So to me, you see, what has happened here is the divide is so great. So for his people, for the Métis, he is a savior. For the others, he just doesn't care about them, whatever happens to them. He just does not care. Even the arrests were made because of the uproar nationally and internationally. Otherwise, even those arrests may not be made. I've never seen a situation like this ever in this country before, where so many people have died. 60,000 plus people are, just sort of, we don't know where they are exactly, just living anywhere, just taking shelter anywhere. Have you ever heard of such a great number of displaced people in a state? Never before. So this is unprecedented, and one can only weep at the callousness of this man.
Jaideep Majumdar, Patricia Mukim is saying very clearly that this man will not resign on his own. He has over and over and over again stepped out to say, I am not resigning. But this is a general who has lost the war. A situation that should have been controlled within 8 days, 18 days, 28 days, 38 days, 48 days has gone on for 82 days. You have seen what has happened over the weekend as well. Where is the reluctance to sack this chief minister? Under whose watch 160 people have died, an 80-year-old grandmother has been burnt to death. At least 3 women we know have been gang raped. 2 have been killed. Yeah. What is the reluctance on the part of the BJP to sack him? Nobody is telling you to put in a Congress chief minister. All you're being told is, yes, Manipur has given the BJP the mandate. Just replace him with another BJP leader that will be part of the solution. This man is not part of the solution, clearly. He's part of the problem.
Absolutely, Shreya. I would go beyond just, asking him to resign. He should not only be sacked because he's got blood on his hands. In fact, there should be an inquiry, an impartial judicial inquiry against him to pin responsibility for all the crimes that he has committed. He has deliberately made the state machinery look the other way, while innumerable atrocities and travesty of the law have been committed. Just one instance, for instance, like he has allowed the looting of the police armory. No action has been taken against all the looters. He has allowed Meitei radical organizations to have a field day spreading venom against another community. And what is most important is he has lost the complete trust and faith of 25% of the state's population, which is the cookies. Okay, he may be a hero to many Meiteis, but I know I have friends in Manipur, a number of sane, level-headed Meiteis, they do not like him at all. They feel that and rightly so, they feel that he has become a huge embarrassment and a liability, not only for Manipur, but also the entire country. This man should be criminally prosecuted, not just sacked, should be criminally prosecuted.
T. Vrinda, you're joining us. You're a former ASP of Manipur. As someone who's been, part of this administration, does anything explain the fact that we've not been able to control violence in Manipur in 82 days? 1 lakh central forces, T. Vrinda asked, I'm talking about central forces, I'm not even talking about police forces. 1 lakh central forces, including the army and the AR, are currently present in the state of Manipur. And yet, the situation doesn't seem to get better. You know, for 2 days you think things are okay, maybe peaceful, getting back to normal. On the 3rd day you hear of something else.
Yes. For 82 days, we have seen the situation in Manipur. It has aggravated. Rather, on and off, we feel that there is peace for 1 or 2 days, and then suddenly things will erupt, out of nowhere again. And there are crossfirings everywhere in the peripheral borders. And to the things that the previous speaker had put, that he may be the hero to many of the Meiteis here. No, he's not hero to us. We have lost our position. We have lost our villages. We have lost many lives. Many of thousands of us have been displaced. He doesn't represent the complete voice and the interest of the Meiteis anymore. And number 2, 1 lakh central forces have been deployed in Manipur, and he is the commander of the Unified Command. And on and off, it has been claimed that New Delhi has taken over this and this has taken over. It is back to him again. But he's the head of the government. He should be responsible for keeping things under control, which he has not. He has allowed, thousands of, arms to be looted from the state armory when he is a home minister, and he hasn't uttered a single word of responsibility how he allowed that to take place. And as for the violence, he claims to be in control. If the violence has been persisting for nearly 3 months, if he's not a part of it, why is not he able to control the violence? And why is New Delhi keeping a complete, this eerie silence on the whole happening in Manipur? And either he is participating in the violence, he's benefiting out of it for his own stability or whatever reasons, for whatever infighting that he has within his own government, or he should have been effectively able to control everything. He should be held accountable.
Patricia,
criminally,
he should be held accountable.
He should be criminally prosecuted.
There has to be some accountability, Patricia Mukim. Some accountability. Logically, I would think that here is a chief minister. Yeah, there has to be a certain degree of accountability. It's been 82 days. There have been growing calls by the opposition to sack this man. Finally, thankfully, once the videos went viral, the country is talking about Manipur. WhatsApp groups which talk about the stupidest things have started talking about Manipur. And that is a good thing. Anyone, you don't need to be a genius or a journalist to know that this man has failed in his duty.
Absolutely.
Are you able to understand why he is not being held accountable by the BJP? By now, after 82 days, he should have become a liability to his party. But he hasn't, for some strange reason.
I think they realize that he is the one who delivered Manipur to them on 2 occasions. And he doesn't have anyone else. They don't have anyone else who's a second in command who can do the same thing, perhaps. That is number 1. And number 2 is, what I fear most is that what happened in Manipur is going to spread through the whole region. We have all these militant outfits that are ready and waiting. All of them have arms. They're armed to the teeth. They will surrender a few arms, but they keep the large majority of arms with them. Already we are hearing voices of protest in Meghalaya from the Garo Hills, wanting this, wanting that, wanting a winter capital. The demands are endless, but the mode on how to get those demands addressed may not be the clean mode anymore. Militants will be used to bring pressure on chief ministers. And I don't know how they are going to tackle this. It's going to have very severe repercussions in the region and maybe even elsewhere. And how long can you wait to see the situation just going out of control?
How long can you wait?
Now, this is really something that, it's a slap on the face of democracy. This is no longer democracy. There is no
It's been 82
democracy
days.
in what's happening in Manipur.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And as I said, it's 82 days. If your chief minister cannot bring peace to the state in 82 days, if a large section of people in your state are feeling that you are being partial towards your own community, and the reign of violence that one has seen against the other community, if there is a deliberate looking away, then you have changed, both in action and in perception. It's time for you to go, Mr. Biren Singh. You've become a liability to your party, to your state, and to your country as well. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us. Jaideep Majumdar, thanks very much. Patricia Mukim, thank you very much. And T. Brinda, thank you very much. Now, every day, new horrors are coming to light from Manipur. What kind of human, just imagine, what kind of human locks up an 80-year-old grandmother and burns her down along with her house? It's happened. It's happened in Manipur on 28th of May. My colleague Priyank is in the Serau village where it happened and is speaking to her family. Take a look.
The effort of these militants in Manipur is not only to change the demography in between Kukis and the Mathis, but also to change the history of independent India. They did not have fear to brutally burn alive the wife of a freedom fighter on whose name this particular village has been situated. We are at Shirom village, which is a village of the brave freedom fighter Chuda Chand Singh, who was the one who had participated in war and who was also honored by His Excellency Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the President of India, on 9th of August 2009. His wife, who was an 80-year-old woman, was also burned alive in this particular village by the militants who came from the other side. This is a village where Mathis have been staying, and what they claim that around 2,000 to 3,000 Kuki militants from the other side of the mountain came and they started attacking them. The local MLA's house was also attacked, who has been the 7-time MLA from this area. I'm joined by one of the local who's the distant relative of Mr. Singh, and as well as he has been an eyewitness of this violence which happened here. Sir, जिस तरीके से चीजें यहाँ पे हो रही हैं, क्या लगता है कौन है इसके पीछे? और सबसे पहले आप बताइए, जो सिंह साहब थी, उनकी वाइफ के साथ क्या हुआ? वो सीनियर सिटीजन थी,
जो इसके साथ जो वहाँ 27 और 28 मई का सुबह 27 का 2:40 पर 6 जगह से उन लोगों ने अटैक करना शुरू किया था। यहाँ शहरों का सर, एक इस साइड से, एक उस साइड से, एक उस साइड से, इस साइड से, उस
चारों तरफ से
6 जगह से
6
जगह से उन्होंने अटैक करना शुरू किया।
वेल प्लान्ड।
हाँ, वेल प्लान। और उसके बाद 2:40 पर हुआ था 28 तारीख का सुबह। ये खत्म हुआ था 28 तारीख का 8 बजे करीब, 8:15 बजे करीब खत्म हुआ। तब तक उन्होंने जलाना शुरू हुआ। यहाँ पे आप देखे होंगे आते वक्त, जहाँ पे उन लोग का ब्रिज से आगे उसका हाँ उधर से जलाना शुरू किया। यहाँ पे जो फ्रीडम फाइटर्स का जो वाइफ है, घर पे बुद्धि तो हो गए, उम्र हो गए थे उसके काफी, फिर भी उन लोग को अंदर ही जला दिया उन लोगों ने जिंदा।
She was burned alive.
Yeah.
And what about the family members?
They came back here to the MLA residence. MLA residence to save their lives.
And then what happened at MLA's residence?
No one is there except some more than 30 or 35 security forces are there.
CM को क्या बोलेंगे आप? CM के बारे में क्या?
CM के बारे में उनकी कमजोरी के कारण से ये हुआ। हम उनके बारे में तो एक शब्द भी बोलना नहीं चाहता हूँ।
वो भी इस्तीफा नहीं दे रहे हैं अभी तक।
इस्तीफा अपना आप देना चाहिए उसको, क्योंकि he is not the right person. वो एक लीडर के लिए फिट नहीं है।
So that's the sentiment which is coming out from these locals. We are standing right next to this statue of Chuda Chand Singh, who has fought for the country, but unfortunately his wife was burned down by the militia here in Manipur.
Manipur needs